Hi guys, welcome back to Kim's class. My name's Kim and I'm your teacher on this journey to learn English. Today's lesson has a few objectives and I'd like to talk about those objectives right now. As you can see, we're going to continue our lessons on idioms and slang. Our objective for this lesson is to understand and use common English slang and idioms. I think it's important to review slang and idioms, so I have those definitions up for you right here. As you can see, an idiom is a group of words. When they're used together, they mean something very different than the individual words, which means you can't look them up in your translator and understand what these words mean. We're also going to talk about slang, which is similar to idioms, but a little bit different. Slang is also words or a group of words that are informal, and they're used only when we speak, not when we write. The difference between slang and idioms is slang is often used with a particular group of people, like teenagers, for example, use slang, as opposed to idioms, which are more commonly known and used by all groups of people who speak English as their first language. I think these types of lessons are fun, and I hope that you will find them fun as well. Let's go ahead and look at some vocabulary words that are idioms and slang. Today's vocabulary focus will be idioms and slang that we might use on a vacation. Let's look at our first phrase today. Our first phrase says, grab a taxi. Grab a taxi means to call or ride in a taxi. An example sentence would be, I don't want to walk. Let's grab a taxi. Our next phrase is take a dip. Take a dip means to go for a quick swim. An example sentence would be, I will come over after I take a dip. The next phrase is hit the town. Hit the town means to go into town and have fun. Example, I'm bored. Let's hit the town. This expression says travel light. Travel light means to not take a lot of things with you on a trip. An example sentence, I usually travel light now that it costs so much for luggage. This phrase is off the beaten track. It means an area that is unknown to most people. An example, I love going to the cabin. It's off the beaten track and so quiet. This phrase says, soak up the sun. Soak up the sun means to sit or lay in the sun. Example sentence, I'm going to Hawaii to lay around and soak up the sun. This phrase says booked solid. Booked solid means completely full, no space left. Example, I wanted to stay at the Hilton, but it was booked solid for a year. This phrase is third wheel. It means an extra person that is with you, well, that you don't really want. Example sentence, I really do not want to go out with you and your husband. I will be a third wheel. And our last phrase is hang out. Hang out means to relax and do nothing. Example sentence, I'm going to hang out with my kids all day. So these are our idioms and slang that have to do with vacation. Let's look at our objectives and see how we did. Can you understand and use common English slang and idioms? I hope so. There'll be more practice with more idioms and slang in lessons to come. But for the time being, thank you for coming to Kim's class and allowing me to go on this journey with you to learn English. Bye for now. Hope to see you soon.